Yo, yo, yo. Back again. This time, Dagger Directive. Yeah, I had my eye on this game. I love tactical shooters, and this game looks like a callback, but with a modern twist. Apparently, it has like realistic ballistics and physics as well, which is cool. Basically, it says Dagger Directive is a tactical FPS that allows you to approach each mission in your own way. Select equipment, decide the time of day, and then move methodically to complete your mission. Enjoy the modern mechanics and old school graphics as you fight across a variety of missions and environments. It just released a little while ago, and I happen to be up and about. So, yeah, it says there's 25 plus weapons with a customizable wide range of attachments. We also have drones, tripwires, grenades, and mines. It sounds really cool, right? So why don't we check it out and see if it's any good? All right, we're in Dagger Directive, just released early access. Let's see what this game is made of. Oh shit, look, we have our operator. Gruff white dude. You can't go wrong. So what do we got? Hardcore. If you die, you create a new character. Gruff cardboard. Oh, we have voices. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, we have our own patches as well. Poseidon. Not bad. Semperfi. Can't go wrong. Oh, we have multiple head types. I didn't even realize. Look at this. All right. Look at that. I think the first one was good. You got to go with the gruff white dude with a beard. That's just how things go here in America. That's what I picture when I think of a PMC out in the middle of the shit, you know? Now, I actually like Desert Tan. Oh, that's cool. You can change the camo as well. Nah, the first one's actually pretty good. Let's make it solid tan, though. Yeah. That's it. We got this shit, bro. Let's get in there. I'm ready to get some... Smash some heads in with some bullets and shit. Oh, hold up. Can I increase the sense, bro? Oh, look at this. I didn't even realize. Game. Let's put that to 125.
Welcome to Task Force Dagger, a multinational task force that can be deployed anywhere. This is our remote training facility. You're the only recruit today, so you will have the island to yourself. We do all of our training here, but run our missions off of a ship, so we can travel anywhere in the world. Today, we'll run you through some basic training courses, movement, and then a weapons course. You'll be assigned to the Poseidon, one of our ships when you're finished here today.
Yo, this looks pretty dope so far. I feel like I'm playing a downgraded Gray Zone, bro. What the hell? Also, the sense is still too low. Let me put it at... Yeah, let's try that.
Below, you can see the weapon range. We have targets from 10 meters up to 800 meters.
Sure. Yeah, that's better. We have targets 10 out to 800 meters, huh? I love this so far. Let's see how like the shooting feels. Also, I'm interested to see what kind of attachments we can get our hands on. Obviously, one of the funnest parts about tactical shooters is tricking your weapon out. Ah, that must be our training facility right over there. I like that we can see our body. Really cool. I also like how it's like extended FOV when you look down. Cyberpunk mods do that. It's Kino. It's just Kino.
That's where you'll head first.
Yeah, one of my favorite mods that I always add to Cyberpunk when I do a new run is the improved first-person model. Basically, it does this, where normally you would only be able to see like this, but with the improved first-person mod, it allows you to see like that. And it just improves immersion like tenfold.
Head to the west gate to reach the obstacle course.
Wait, did he say Westgate? Remember to use the compass at the top of the screen to find your next objective.
Welcome to the obstacle course. Here we'll test you on some basic movement. Check the compass to see your next objective.
Alright, let's get to it. So far, I like the low-res style.
Follow the arrows and start by moving through the fences.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Crouch down and move to the other side of the pipes.
Would you look at that? I know how to crouch.
Hit the dirt and start crawling under the barbed wire.
Oh, God. Don't get up. Otherwise, we'll have a serious cut. You know, barbed wire is, like, insanely sharp. I don't know if people understand that. Literally, if it even, like, nicks you, you'll have an extremely deep gash. Like, it's incredibly dangerous if you don't know what you're doing or you're not wearing proper equipment. And what's even worse is most of the time, it's rusty. And then you have to get a special shot, and it's kind of a disaster. Yeah, in fact, that looks rusty.
Run across the boards. If you fall, take the stairs back to the start.
Okay. I think I can do this. I hope. I played enough Thief in my time. Ah, we made it to the shooting range. Excellent. This is what will make or break this game. Yeah, I want to see how ballistics are. Like, apparently, one of the big things I said on the detail page on Steam was that it had like really realistic ballistics, and that if like you threw a grenade, the shrapnel would actually have like velocity, and depending on like the distance from the shrapnel, it would cause a specific amount of damage. Like, they kind of went into detail about that, so I'm really expecting a lot. Let's see. Quite the island I have all to myself. There's not really anything on the island, but it's still pretty cool that it's my island. Hopefully there's MREs. If there's no MREs, I'm going to be disappointed.
Basic weapons range. Here, you'll get a refresher on weapon handling and inventory management. Now, make your way to the pistol range. An objective has been added to your compass.
Excellent. Let's see what kind of pistol you're going to supply me with. 1911?
The first way to pick up an item is through your inventory.
So what, do I press F? Oh, do we have to load up clips?
Place the items in the proper pouches.
Pistol pouch. Oh, it's already in the pistol pouch. Okay. It looks like we'll be able to have a silencer, a laser, maybe?
That's it for the inventory management.
Can I unload it? Hold up, press X. Wait. Click the X or press, okay.
You can also look at an item and pick it up.
Perfect.
You now have a pistol in your sidearm holster and some magazines. Equip the pistol now. Fire off a few shots at the targets.
Ooh.
You can reload slowly and retain magazines, or you can reload quickly and drop the magazine. I'll lower all the targets now. During the test, one or more targets will pop up for a moment. You'll need at least one magazine. There are more on the table, so grab them now if needed.
Excellent.
Let's get started. Shoot the targets as they appear. One target. Shot hit.
Come on.
One target. Shot hit.
Let's get it.
2 targets. Good hits.
Thank you. Oh, shit.
2 targets.
Boom, boom, boom.
Good hits.
Not really. I missed one.
2 targets.
Boom, boom.
Hit. 3 targets.
Boom, boom.
Hit. 3 targets.
Uh-oh.
Hit.
Oh, there's penetration. That's cool.
2 targets. Shot hit. Good work. Next, we'll move over to the rifle range. Make your way there now. A marker has been added to your compass.
Hold your horses. I gotta increase the sense, bro. The sense is like really low for some reason. Let me go to 230. Also, we could increase the menu sensitivity as well. I'm just gonna put all this shit up. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah. Oh, let's go to the rifle range. Is there no ADS? It didn't mention anything about ADS. Let's see. Look down. Fire. Increase range. Activate attachment. Swap hands. Scope. Okay, so we're going to need sights to aim down sights. So it's literally like Counter-Strike. That's interesting.
Pick up and equip the M4, ACOG, and magazines.
Ooh.
Remember, you can either use the inventory menu or look at the object and interact with it to pick it up.
Oh, is there like a...
Make sure the ACOG is attached to the M4 and a magazine is inserted. Rifles can either go in the primary or secondary weapon holders. Unholster the M4.
Unholster it? Wait, depending on which slot you equip the rifle, press it.
Look through the scope now. You'll move slower when aiming through a scope.
Oh, that's an interesting way
Notice
of doing
the weapon
it.
sway? You can reduce the sway and recoil by firing from a crouched, or better still, a prone position. Change your stance now. The M4 has multiple fire modes. Try swapping between these modes now.
See?
We'll run through the rifle range. The targets will be from 10 meters to 300 meters.
Heard. Let's say.
Make sure you have a couple of magazines.
I do.
Take whatever stance you want and shoot the targets as they appear. 1 target.
Oh, right there.
Shot hit. 1 target. Shot hit.
Will it always zero in on where I'm
1
looking
target.
at? Let's see. Oh, right over there. I didn't even see it.
Good hits. 2 targets.
Yeah, it looks like it will zero in on where I'm
Bullseye.
aiming. That's kind of cool.
2 targets. Bullseye.
Let's try
1
crouch.
target.
Where are we at? Oh, is it really all the way down there?
Shot hit.
Nice. I almost didn't see that.
2 targets.
Boom.
Good hits.
Not bad, not bad.
2 targets.
Ooh, all the way over there, huh? 200 meters out.
Hit. 3 targets.
Here we go. Boom.
Targets down.
Satisfying gun noise.
2 targets.
I'm interested to see... Ooh, they're way out.
Good hits.
I'm interested to see how this game shapes
2
up.
targets.
Already...
Hit.
Like, already immediately,
3
I
targets.
would like to see reload animations. But I don't know if that's a design choice or not, or if it's because of early access. I have a feeling it's a design choice mainly because old games. Oh, whoops! Mainly because old games didn't have reload animations. At least not in like Ghost Recon like 1. I remember playing Ghost Recon 1 back in the day. There wasn't even a gun model in those games.
Shot hit. 3 targets. Targets down. Now for something larger. Move over to the light machine gun station.
Yeah, back in the day, in fact, I should pull it up real quick so you can see what old school gaming was like. Ghost Recon, GameCube. Yeah, look at this shit. I remember playing the shit out of this game, bro. There wasn't even a gun model. But this game was extremely tactical. Like, you can pull up the map and command your teammates, like, all through the TAC map. And you can do some pretty complex things. Not like Rainbow Six complex, but pretty good. I wonder if we can get a visual on that. Let me see. Will he pull up the map at all? I don't know if he will pull up the map. This guy doesn't seem to give a shit about his teammates. You can have a lot of teammates too. Let me see. Why don't I try the second mission? Oh, was that it right there? Oh. Here we go. Commanding the teammates. Oh shit, I should probably make it bigger. Yeah, you can like command your teammates and shit. Ah, this game was dope. Yeah, see, you have a lot of teammates in the game. Oh, look, here we go. The TAC map. You can like command your teammates and position them in specific places and then execute specific like combat maneuvers. It's really cool. Although, to be fair, I think Rainbow Six, what was it called? Spear? Oh, shit, I don't remember what it was called. Was it called Spear? Was it Rogue Spear? Hold up, give me a sec. I gotta look. I have it in my game library. I was kind of mixing it up, but it's Rainbow Six 3. Check this shit out. Rainbow Six 3 is an incredible game, bro. I love this game. It's kind of like SWAT 4, but a little on the lower side in terms of like quality. It has more mechanics to it in terms of like tactical stuff and in terms of like more so like dynamic missions where you're doing more military you're doing like military missions. It's entirely like a military like game, whereas SWAT is like a police game. But check this shit out. You can mod the living shit out of this game. Check this shit out. Highly modded. Look at this shit. This game modded is insane, bro. Look at this shit, bro. Literally plays like a modern tactical shooter, and let me tell you, it's really fun. Like, even the noises have been updated. There's like new animations for like the weapon animations. He has like a laser pointer. There's no reticle. You don't need a reticle when you have like really good like you can get like a bunch of scopes. There's like a bunch of weapons. Like, it's extremely detailed. And one of the cooler things about this game is that you can command your teammates. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because this game seems like it's going for a Rainbow Six 3 style type of gameplay, right? It feels very much like Rainbow Six 3. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's like the big...
Pick up and equip the M249, ACOG, and ammo boxes. Unholster the M249. The M249 includes bipods, which will stabilize your recoil and sway when placed near a flat surface, such as the sandbag wall, or when you're in a prone position. Take a prone position now, and fire off a few bursts. Now we'll run through the M249 reduction in recoil. The targets will be from 10 meters to 300 meters. Make sure you have the ACOG equipped and at least 1 box of ammo.
We got it.
2 targets.
Where we at? Where we at? I don't... Oh.
Targets down. 1 target.
Let's see. What do we got?
Targets down.
Perfect.
3 targets.
Here we go. Boom.
Hit.
Definitely heavier.
1 target.
I don't know how I feel about
Targets
this
down.
scope yet. It's definitely
2
new.
targets.
The scope is a cool idea. I don't know how I feel about it just yet. Oh, whoops.
Shot hit.
I don't think it's
1
bad,
target.
but I also think it's a little unimmersive. So if you're going for like highly
Bullseye.
immersive tactical gameplay, the scope
3
is not
targets.
very immersive. I gotta be real, it's not immersive at all. But it is cool. I think it is a cool
Bullseye.
idea.
2 targets.
It definitely feels like an old school type of way to
Targets down.
design a game. Like this feels like exactly like
3
something a
targets.
game from 2001 would do. But in terms of like modern
Hit.
tactical gaming, it's definitely not like
1 target.
tactical, modern, like hyper realistic.
Targets down. 2 targets.
I don't dislike it, but I don't like it. You know what I mean?
Bullseye.
Like there's 2 sides of me where I love like
3
hyper
targets.
gamified type of things, but there's also a part of me that loves hyper realistic
Good hits.
things.
2 targets.
So it's kind of like, oh shit, way back there.
Good hits.
It's kind of like
2 targets.
pushing and pulling against like what are you really trying to achieve with this game? Are you trying to go with hyper realistic or
Shot
hyper
hit.
gamified? It's not black and
3
white.
targets. Bullseye.
It doesn't have to be black and white.
Let's try further targets. Head over to the sniper rifle range.
Ooh. Yo, that
you can
looks
only have
nice.
2 large weapons holstered at a time. Place the M249 or M4 in your backpack, or drop one of them on the ground. To drop an item, just place it into the ground.
This is cool.
Free up one of your holsters now.
I dig this.
Pick up
I
the
dig this.
M82, scope, and magazines.
All right.
Pick up the M82, scope, and magazines.
Did I not do it?
Pick up the M82, scope, and magazines.
I did it. What do you want from me?
Pick up the M82, scope, and magazines.
Left shift, right mouse button.
Pick
Here.
up the M82, scope, and magazines.
Hold up.
Pick
I
up
think
the
I know what it
M82,
wants me to do.
Scope and magazines. Pick up the M82, scope, and magazines.
Oh, that's cool. I like that it has like this ground box. It's pretty cool.
Pick up the M82, scope, and magazines.
I did it.
Pick up the M82, scope, and magazines.
Brother, I did it.
Pick up the M82, scope, and magazines.
Let me run away a little bit.
Pick up the M82, scope, and magazines. Pick up the M82, scope, and magazines. Pick up the M82, scope, and magazines. Equip the M82.
Yeah, it was one of the magazines that did it.
Equip the M82.
Okay.
Equip the M82.
Oh, my bad.
Like the M249, the M82 has bipods. You'll be firing at targets out to 800 meters, so I suggest you take a prone position. To help, your binoculars have a rangefinder in them. Try them out. Equip your binoculars. Now let's discuss the scope. Aim through the scope.
Yo, that's cool. I like that. A rangefinder is really cool.
You can increase or decrease the magnification level. You can increase or decrease the range adjustment. Try it now.
What is that? Equal minus? Equal minus. That's a little awkward, but let's see. Oh, I see right here.
We'll run through the sniper course now. The targets will be between
Oh
300
shit!
meters
You actually
and
have to
800
account for
meters.
the range. That's cool.
One target.
Where you at? There he is. Oh, like what range is that? I didn't see 200 meters. Yeah, I zeroed it in way too far. How do I go down?
Target's down.
I thought it was 800. That was
One
200.
target. Shot hit. 2 targets.
Let's see. What do you got for me? Oh, that's pretty far. A little bit higher. 600. Oh, did I hit it? Oh, it was 2 targets, right? Right there.
Not fast enough.
Yeah, you actually have
2
to zero
targets.
in the range. Let's see. Where's the other one? Ooh, that's 800. Let's... A little bit higher. Way higher. No? Oh, no, that's 700. Oh, gotta reload.
Not fast enough.
Bro, you gotta let me think
2
about
targets.
this, bro. What's that? That's probably 600, right? Yeah, let's go to 600. I can't tell if I'm aiming too high or not. Should I go like that?
You need to dig deeper.
Bro, I need help, bro.
2 targets.
Let's use our binoculars. This will really help us. So that one is at 400 meters and that one's at 500 meters. Okay. Okay, put the binoculars away. So 400. 500.
Target's down.
There we go. Nice.
2 targets.
Where are we at this time? 300. And the other one is... Where's the other one? Oh, right there. 400. Okay. Simple enough.
Bullseye.
Excellent.
2 targets.
What are we dealing with? Ooh, that one is almost 800 and that one is 600. Let's get it. Okay. $600.
Good hits.
That's cool, bro. You actually have to adjust for
3
distance.
targets.
That's something you don't see often in games like this. What is that? 600? Okay. There we go. Oh, how many? Shit. Where? Did I miss it? Hold up. Where is it? I'm going crazy. Oh, right there.
Good hits.
Okay, I kind of just guessed there.
Good work. I think it's time for something a bit more fun.
What do you got for
Head over
me?
to the grenade range.
Ah, yes. Let me drop all this shit. I don't need it. Yep. Grenade time.
Just because this is training doesn't mean you cannot die. Grenades explode and send out shrapnel. If you drop a grenade at your feet or don't throw it far enough, I suggest you take cover.
Duck and cover.
Pick up the grenades.
Duck and cover.
Grenades will go into your item pouches.
Okay.
Good. Now equip a grenade from your pouch.
5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Okay.
To throw a grenade, or any throwable item, uses power. The longer you prepare, the further you will throw.
Let's not throw it at our feet, please.
You can cook a grenade by releasing the spoon while you're still holding the grenade. Only do this if you really need to. We'll begin the range in just a moment. Remember to take cover. Let's begin. Hit the targets as they pop up.
Oh, God.
1 target.
Where you at?
Shot hit.
We might have to cook it.
One target.
Apparently you can cook it. Let's see. Oh shit, you saw that? The shrapnel went everywhere. That was cool. Oh, that didn't work. Shit. Take out a grenade. Come on. Boom. Oh, I see. It's like... It's a little finicky. But we have to throw it inside, I guess, right? Oh, it keeps on doing that. It's hitting like the corner of that, and then none of the shrapnel is hitting the target. There. That should do it.
Good hits. One target.
Okay, we have to aim a lot higher for this to work. Even higher. Oh, I see. There was a roof opening. I didn't see that.
Shot hit. You made it through alive. Now make your way over to the M203 range.
I like that you can cook it like that. That's cool. So what is this?
The M203 is an attachment for the M4. You'll need to pick up the M4 first, and then attach the M203 into the underbarrel slot. It holds one grenade at a time and reloads from your ammo pouch like any other weapon.
Okay.
Equip the M4 from your weapon holster.
Alright, we're good.
You can swap back and forth between the underbarrel attachments and the main weapon quickly.
There we go.
Swap to the M203 now. The M203 has a minimum arming distance of 25 meters, so it's not as dangerous as the fragmentation grenade. The M203 has its own scope. Aim through it now. The scope doesn't have adjustable zoom, but it does have range adjustments.
That's cool.
Try increasing and decreasing the range. We'll begin the course in a moment. Grab more grenades if you need them.
I think I'll be alright, hopefully.
Remember to adjust the range as needed. Hit the targets as they appear.
Alright.
One target.
Where you at? Okay, that's probably 100 meters. Oop. Yeah, that's probably 100 meters. Ooh. It's actually fairly accurate. Holy shit. I was trying to overcompensate
it. Target's down.
Nice. That's fun.
One target.
Alright, here we go. Reloading. Now, if I had to guess, that's probably 150, right? Nah, I overcompensated. It's probably like 125 then.
Hit. One target.
Yo, that's fun, bro. Okay, that one's a little bit further. That's probably 150 now. I love how it's like a physical object. That's such a cool... It makes it a lot more fun. Alright, let's see. Maybe do... Boom. It's a little hard to aim, I'll be honest, but that's probably how real life is, right?
Target's down.
Nice.
One target.
So where's this one at? Ooh, that's almost like 250, right? But we'll try 125, see how it goes. Let's try 200. Oh, gotta reload. At least it's giving me time to actually think about this, because if I was in the field, I would actually take my time before I engaged with the enemy. Ah, so close. A little bit higher, I think.
Good hits.
Ooh, bullseye. That was fun.
That's it for the basic weapon training. There will be an advanced course in the future, but it's not quite ready. You are now ready to head out on your first mission.
Ooh.
Hop in the helicopter and head back to the ship. Follow the marker on your compass.
I am ready. Let's see what this game's made of. I'm gonna see. Hopefully, there's like really good ragdolls. I honestly think ragdolls make or break a tactical shooter.
You're ready to face the enemy.
If the ragdolls to the enemies aren't good, then it just completely takes you out of the immersion.
Welcome to the Poseidon. This ship will act as your home base. Here, you will choose missions and prepare your equipment. In front of you is the mission board. You can browse and select missions. You can even decide on the time of day you want to deploy.
Ooh, that's a cool thing. Are you harder to see at night?
Now.
Hold up, I want to look around real quick. What's the deal? Can we go outside? No, it doesn't seem like... Oh, I can. Nice. What's this? Customize character. That's cool. I dig that. What else do we have? Yo, this is a proper carrier, bro. Look at this shit. We're out in the ship, bro. Ain't no coming back from this. That's for damn sure. Alright, let's see. What's the deal? Let's pick a mission. Nukes in the north. Are there briefings? How do I pick it? Oh, like that. Okay. Okay.
Good. We have our first mission. Now make your way to the armory to select your equipment. Last night, a Russian nuclear submarine ran aground on an island off the coast of Alaska. U.S. and Canadian naval forces. We have our first mission. Last night, a Russian nuclear submarine ran aground on an island off the coast of Alaska. U.S. and Canadian naval forces have already moved toward the crash site. However, a nearby right-wing militia, the Peacekeepers, got there first. Our reconnaissance flights show that the militia is moving warheads off of the sub and taking them to a nearby island. So far, the militia members have moved 4 off the submarine. They must not be allowed to get the nukes back to the mainland. Your mission is to clear the island of the militia. The locals have already evacuated, so your weapon's free. You'll be inserted on the beach on the west side of the island. From there, you'll move to an abandoned farm near the center of the island. Clear it of hostile forces and search the buildings for the warheads. Cutting off communications is the next objective. There's a radio tower on a hill between the 2 villages. Secure it to ensure they don't get any warning messages. From there, move to the northern fishing village. There are multiple warehouses and docks that could contain the warheads. The militia presence is heavy. Again, clear the hostiles and search for the warheads. Finally, move to the exfiltration point just to the east of the village. The U.S. and Canadian forces will move in after you leave to clean up the warheads. Good luck.
Okay, he said I can go to a locker. Armory. That's it. So let's see what this armory looks like. I'm kind of interested to see what...
This is the armory. Feel free to take whatever you need from here.
Ooh.
You only have the equipment you take with you or salvage once you leave, so plan carefully.
Recon drone. Chem lights.
Use the loadout board to equip my recommended loadout for the mission, create loadouts, or equip some of your saved loadouts.
What is that? Can I look at it? Oh shit, that's a rocket launcher. I don't want that. I don't need that. RPG, an MK3 HEDP, a PSG-1. Man, I I have a history with the PSG-1. I used to play, hold up. Only like literally, hold up. This game, bro. I used to play this game all the time, bro. Hold up. Let's look at a YouTube video, bro. Just to get the full throwback. I used to play this game all the time. This was my game. Because I didn't have like money. All right, I was 12, bro. So I couldn't buy Counter-Strike, and my mom definitely didn't want to buy it for me. She already bought me enough PS2 and GameCube games, and plus the PC was like a kind of I wasn't allowed to be on the PC all the time. It was like all right, you can go on the PC for an hour, and so I would play this game all the time whenever I had the opportunity to hop on the PC. But the PSG1 is in this game. But this game is super pay to win, bro. You can't get any weapons without buying them all. It was so bad. So I played the shit out of this game. This game was really fun for a 12-year-old. It's kind of dog shit outside of that. Like, it's a dog shit game. Let's be really honest here. It's really bad. It's really bad, bro. Look at this shit. Oh, you know what another game I used to play all the time was? I used to play this shit all the time, bro. See, look, he's using the golden PSG1. Oh, dude, I'm getting like super flashbacks, bro. This game was my jam back in the day. Now this game, I know it's like, this game. All right, my nostalgia goggles are on, but this game was really fun. I really liked this game. I think it was a Korean game, right? Yeah, I played the shit out of this game back in the day. Oh, what was cool is they had like holiday like events and shit. Like you can get like clothes for your character and you would be able to put on like Santa hat and shit. And they would have like Halloween themed levels and shit, like weapons. Dude, this game was dope. And you could, if you grinded it out, you could get like the pay to win shit. But it would take a long time to grind it out, bro. Let me be real. It would take a long time, brother. The C7, the M4. Let me see how these feel. It's a little awkward to pick those up. Now, let me see. I do wish there were iron sights, bro. I'm going to be really honest. Only being able to aim with a scope is kind of upsetting. It is upsetting, bro.
Helicopter at the rear of the ship.
But I get it. It's probably a design choice because they're going for that old game vibe. And literally none of the old games from this type of era it's aping had iron sights. It's mostly just like a jaded thing that I have from being spoiled by modern FPS games. Every modern FPS game has iron sights. I'm trying to understand what the difference between these are. A 5.56-45 assault rifle effective against lightly armored targets at medium ranges. 5.56-45 AR. So they seem to be very similar. Let me just pick them all up. Is it the barrel length? This one seems to be a little bit larger, so maybe it has better range on it. Yeah, I'm trying to understand what the big diff is. Alright, let's see what else we have in the armory. We have some handguns. It looks like a Beretta, a 1911, a Glock, and a P9. The PSG-1, the SVD. You cannot go wrong with the SVD. And MA2, bro. Are you kidding me? You're gonna blow someone clean in half with that. An M21. That actually sounds kind of fun. I might pick that up. The AKM, the AK-74, the AK-12, the AK-74. Oh, an M24, not bad. The LA-5A2 is actually cool. Damn, what are we, Sam Fisher? Look at this shit. This looks like Sam's gun, bro. That's like straight out of Splinter Cell, bro. I do... Oh, they got it. The UMP, bro. The EMP is one of my favorite submachine guns. I love the UMP. I use it all the time in SWAT 4. Speaking of, I gotta look it up just because I'm looking all this shit up real quick. SWAT 4 mod DB. I just gotta look it up real quick. Yeah, bro. SEFFR Tactical Edition. Really good. It's like a huge Chinese community of modders. And they keep this shit updated on the rig. When's the last update that came out? January 1st, really? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to play this again on the channel. Dude, these guys are crazy. They've been adding a lot of crazy shit to the game. Like, yeah, bro, they've been adding a lot of crazy shit to the game. I've got to be really honest. Like, it feels like an entire... Because when SWAT Elite Force came out, it changed the game. It completely changed the game with SWAT 4 in, like, an incredible way. It made it like a modern tactical shooter, right? But then SWAT Elite Force First Responders came out, which was like an update on the Elite Force mod. And that changed the game too, because it added like health mechanics and shit that's kind of like Tarkov in a way. But then this came out and it updated SWAT Elite Force First Responders. Dude, it's crazy, dude. SWAT 4 is so much fun. You got to get into it if you like tactical shooters. You're missing out. But I'm thinking about bringing the M21. Let me see how this looks. Here we go. No? Here it is. Ooh, nice sound. That's cool. That's cool. What about this one? A 762 by 51. Let's see. Oh, that looks like fun. What else have we got? The AKM, the AK-74, the M240. I don't want to blow anybody in half here. The M24, the M21. Should we bring the M24? I think bringing the M24 might be the play. Because we're going into like Alaska against apparently like right-wing militia. Come on, guys, really? This isn't the 90s, is it? I feel like we're back we're back in the 90s all of a sudden. What happened? Where are the scopes at? How do I pick a scope? Oh, right here. Let me pick them all up and see what it looks like. So we have the PVS-4, a night vision zoom optic for marksman rifles. Not bad, okay. We have the MA541. Fairly good. Does it have a rangefinder? Interesting. The SUSAT, a 4 times telescopic sight. Oh, can I not put that on there? Okay, so that rifle doesn't support it. Oh, it's only for the L85A2. The MP5 silencer. Can I put this on there? What is that for? Oh, I see. It has compatibilities here. MP5. Can I put it on the PSG-1? An underbarrel, visible, and IR laser and light for a variety of weapons. The UMP, the AK-12, the M4A1. It goes on a... Oh, the rifle flashlight. I see. So we can only really mess with the scopes here. Kind of a shame you can't literally... Because, I mean, come on, guys. It's... Come on, guys. What are we doing? It's modern warfare. You can put any sight you want on any weapon. There's, like, literally, like... attachments for every single rifle you can ever want. They even have like custom railings for pretty much everything. It's pretty incredible, honestly. So let me drop Here, I'm gonna drop this, and we're gonna drop that, and I want to see what that scope looks like on the LA 5. It's this one, right? Yeah. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that's cute. I like that. All right. Are there other attachments? Oh, a variable scope. A belt bag with tracer rounds. I'm having the time of my life here just looking at all the weapons. Here, let's see what that laser pointer looks like. I'm actually genuinely curious here. PSG 1 supports the ACOG. That's pretty cool. That's cool. You know, is there a way to get rid of the reticle? I actually think this game would be far better without the reticle. Let me see. I don't think you can, actually, now that I see. Is there a toggle for the reticle? I don't think so. You can hold breath with V. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Toggle inventory. Maybe it's in the graphics? Hold up. I didn't realize we could scroll up. Master volume, sound effects, voice input, push to talk. Nah, bro, you can't. That's a big party foul, bro. If you want a tactical game, you can't have like this big, bulky, like, crosshair. I wouldn't even have this crosshair in Valorant. Like, you gotta make it smaller. I think you can at least make it customizable, even if it is just like in like the game directory files. Because like, what's the point of having a laser pointer if there's the reticle is like right there? You know what I mean? Like, with like the crosshair, it makes the laser pointer kind of pointless, and that's a shame. You should be able to toggle it, I think. Yeah. What about here? Wait, toggle GUI. Hold up. We might actually be able to do this. Let's see that. Hold up. That changes my scene, though. Oh, dude, it worked. Look, that's awesome. I was complaining for nothing. I'm a retard. Look at that. That's so cool. Oh, but that turns the scope off, bro. Really? Sorry. F1, 2, and 3 are my scene toggles. That's kind of a shame, bro. Let me see. Let me look back in there. Where was that? Menu. Yeah, let's see. Menu modifier. Console. Toggle visuals. What does that mean? Shit, I probably shouldn't push that. I don't know what it does. Third person camera. Really? Full pause with F10. Toggle first person camera. F7. What does that mean? Oh, I see. F7 and F8 are for third person. That's cool. Alright, I'm gonna have to add that to the next update, is to be able to toggle the crosshair on and off. Yeah, because you can toggle the GUI, but it turns everything off, including the scope. And the scope is kind of like an important thing. You kind of need that, you know what I mean? Let's see what else. So I want the UMP for sure. Let's drop all this shit. So where were the other scopes? We had the SUSAT for the L8. The PVS4, that's the night vision op. There's a silencer for the MP5. Why does the MP5 the only gun that gets a silencer? Oh, the UMP gets it too. That's a little weird. I think you should be able to have a silencer for every gun, honestly. But I don't know if it's like a balancing thing or not. Let's see what the PSG-1 looks like. Oh, the PSG-1 has a silencer. That's cool. That's very cool, actually. Are there any other guns with specific... Okay, these are the same attachments. Wait, what's this? A rifle flashlight, a pistol flashlight. Oh, look, there is a suppressor for the M9 and MPL1. But those are for the... Yeah, that's only for the PSG-1. These are for handguns, right? So it's for the M9, the M9, and the MPL. Interesting, okay. We do have a rifle flashlight, but you either have the flashlight or the laser pointer. And honestly, I don't think this game's going to get dark enough to where you need a flashlight, but I could be wrong. Oh, dude, claymores, really? The M3 Slam. A remote detonated mine effective against armored targets at close range. Oh shit, are we gonna be fighting tanks, bro? A satchel, a smoke grenade, a stun grenade. Wow. Well, it didn't say anything about armored vehicles in this mission, so I think we'll be alright if we don't have that. What's the difference between the knives? Let's see if there's any major difference. Combat knife, effective against unarmored targets. So they all seem to be the same, but it's kind of like aesthetic, I guess. Let's bring that one with us. I think that's Rambo right there. Let's drop this shit. Yeah, I wanted to see what this PSG-1 looks like. Oh, it was over here, right? Alright, let's see how this is. Oh my god, that's insanely quiet. Sounds like you're dropping a paper clip. Ah, shit, I dropped my paper clip. That's hilarious. That might be too potent, though. I would probably save that for a hard mission. Nah, let's drop all this shit. Let me see now. Is there any other attachments that I would be interested in testing out? There's a variable scope for that. Does this support the ACOG at all? I don't think it does, actually. Let me check, though. Oh, it does. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I like the ACOG quite a bit. So I think this is going to be our loadout. Let me drop that. I want the UMP. We'll have that and that. Do I want... I guess we'll put an ACOG on the UMP as well. But we need to bring proper ammo with us, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then for this, we'll bring 5 as well. We should need more than that, right? I would hope not, at least. Now, let's bring one more, just in case. I don't know how many enemies are in the levels. Okay. Yep, there we go. I think what we do is maybe bring a smoke grenade or two, right? Let's drop that. We don't need any armoreds with us, I don't think. We'll bring 2 grenades. What else do we have? Oh, that's for the, oh, you can get a master key. Oh, now that I think about it, there are no shotguns in this game. That's a little upsetting. Where's the Nova at? Alright, well, I know what they... I'm gonna have to give them homework. Alright, we need a pistol as well. What pistol do we bring? Let's bring the Beretta, right? Why not? And too bad there's no pistol laser pointer. That's a little disappointing. Maybe I can put it on there. I really doubt it, though. Yeah, no, that's too big. Okay. What other tools of the trade do we have here? An infrared chem light. A drone controller. Why don't we bring the drone with us and see how that even works? Pouch 5 and 6. I'm kind of curious how this drone works. Okay. How do I use this? Oh shit, look at this. Oh, it has a rangefinder on it too. That's cool. That's awesome. Can I pick it back up? Oh, dude, that's sweet. That's going to be really useful, I think. All right, I think we're ready. Let me save this loadout. Save loadout. Cozy. I call this the cozy. All right, let's go. It's set to go to the helicopter, right?
Load into the back of the helicopter.
Here we go. This is cool. I dig it. Nice. We have a map.
You're being dropped on the west end of the island. Head east toward the abandoned farm.
Clear the abandoned farm. Oh shit, we can zoom the freak in, dude. Look at this shit. All right. Let's see how this goes. Now, what I would like to see is the ability to toggle the crosshair without turning the scope off. I think that's a huge mistake. Also, I think if you're going to do this scope thing, you need to have an iron sight with this type of scope thing. Maybe make it, yeah, you need to have an iron sight, dude. You can't have a... I mean, hip firing is cool, and it's also an ode to classic games, but you need to have an iron sight. Sorry, that's just how modern military shooters work. Even if you want to do this, interesting way of doing things where you have like this scope on the side. It is cool. I totally dig it, but I also think that I'm not going to say it's gimmicky. It's not gimmicky. I think it is cool, but I also think it's coming from games like Gray Zone and Stalker and all those other games that I play all the time as a tactical shooter lover. It's definitely abrasive because it's like, do you want to go for the old vibe where it's like almost bare bones or do you want to go for the hyper realistic? And this is like a weird middle ground where it's like old bare bones, like at the point where games were really starting to modernize. There was a lot of like weird mechanics that kind of got phased out. And one of those weird mechanics was having like strange scopes that weren't quite like realistic aim down sights. And so this is cool. And I also like how it has like the rangefinder, you have to adjust for range. All this stuff is badass, but it's also abrasive to someone who's coming from modern shooters where there is proper aim down sights and there is proper iron sights and there is proper animations for reloading and things like that. So I think this game has a huge potential. It definitely hits a sweet spot. It's early. It just released. It's early access. So I'm hoping the dev will be... oh shit, I see some guys over there. I'm really hoping the devs are going to be open to criticism. And they won't be like too... What's the way to put it? They won't be too opposed to listening to like... people's suggestions, because yeah, you make a game that you want to play as a developer, but
clear the militia and search the buildings.
But let's be real, you're making a game that's sold for money. So if people who are playing the game have specific criticisms, it doesn't matter if it's against like what you wanted to make. It's in the end, it's all about what the customer wants. And so oh shit, that scared me. I was like, bro, I was messing around with my fire rate and then I get shot in the head. Are they gonna push me? Oh, they threw smoke grenades, bro. That's cool. Now, what I'm really unsure of is if how aggressive the AI is gonna be, because they saw me first, but I don't see them pushing me necessarily. It's interesting, though. I wasn't expecting them to push me like that. What is our health situation? I'd like to know what the deal is with our health. Also, it doesn't seem like they notice me. It's really interesting, though, that the AI used a gas grenade to try to obscure my vision cone. Does he see me? Is he patrolling? I guess we can try to pop him. Hold up. First things first. Oh, he's like aiming right at me, bro. Look at this guy. He wants me dead. Okay, I think we just... The scope is like completely wrong. And I can't change the... It's adjusted for 200 meters, so... I have to aim like incredibly far down. Honestly, if you're gonna have the mechanic with the scope adjustment, you should be able to adjust the ACOG, because you can do that in real life. Like, what are we doing? I don't like that the ACOG isn't adjustable, to be honest. Is there... Do I drop that? Did I just drop it? Not sure. Yeah, if I knew the ACOG wasn't adjustable, I probably would have brought a better scope. Alright, let's try to move in. Is there someone over there? Yeah, there's someone over there. Let's see how they react if I just... Okay. I like the sound. The sound design for some of these guns is really good. Now, if they're going to throw smokes at me, they better not be able to shoot through the smokes. Let's see. Am I going to get shot at through the smoke? Are they going to push the smoke? Because the whole point of throwing a smoke at a long-range combatant is to push them. So surely they would want to push me, right? Maybe not. Does leaning make the scope sway more? Let's push. Ooh. I saw him. Where did he go? I just saw him. Where'd he go? Ooh, right there. I would like to know what my house situation is looking like. Do we have Halo health, bro? I don't know if we have Halo health. Let's get in there. I have the UMP. We should be able to just push in there and see how it goes. How many of them are there, you think? Yeah, let's get in there. What are we doing? I heard someone, but I don't know where I heard them from.
There are no nukes here. Move to the radio tower. There is a squad-sized element at the radio tower. Eliminate them and secure the tower.
Hold your horses. There's someone else here. I heard him screaming and hollering and hooting. Where'd he go? Oh, is he inside? There's no way, right? Okay. He could be inside. Can we break boxes? Not really any point to breaking boxes. Does our map show anything? Okay, so it turns turquoise or cyan when we finish a thing. Eliminate the militia at the abandoned farm and search for the nukes. So eliminate the militia at the radio tower. Okay, so the radio tower is way further up. I wonder if there's enemy patrols, though. Can we loot the enemies? We can. We could drop that. We don't really need that. Might as well, right? We have weight. Does the weight affect our movement at all? Is this the right way? I think so, because it'll wrap around. Yeah, I'm unsure of if there's enemy patrol, so we'll have to be at least a little bit careful. Yeah, I don't seem to have like a health indicator. So I'm thinking it's like... Oh, I'm all the way over here. So we're going to go... I don't like that the map resets like that. Okay, yeah, we're going to keep on going this way. I'm unsure how careful we need to be outside of POIs. Also, it would be pretty cool if you can move while looking at the map. Are there going to be like snipers? What's the dealio, you know? How did I get so far away? What? Am I going the wrong way, bro? I feel like I might be going the wrong way. I don't like the way that looks because I can't... I should have been looking at my compass, but like still... Didn't it look like I was like... I don't know. The pointed tip? Yeah, you could improve that. I was going solely off of that, and I was obviously looking the wrong way. I like that red, like, blaring light in the background. That looks really cool. Definitely in theme with, like, the old style, like, graphics and stuff. Also, a way to check your clip would be really cool to add. It doesn't have to be fancy or anything, just the ability to see how many bullets you have in your clip, because the game is obviously clip-based, but I can't... I guess I could check in my inventory like this, but it would probably be more intuitive just to have a button like holding R. Like just holding R, your guy would like, you would have like a UI icon display how many bullets are in the clip. That would be extremely helpful. So let's get back to the path. It's just over here. I don't know if they're patrols, so we'll have to scout out up ahead. It doesn't look like there's any patrols. Binoculars would probably be more ideal for that, honestly. Okay, so that's the radio tower just up there. And it's actually in an interesting position where we can probably creep up closer than before and just start taking them out with the UMP. I think that might actually be the play. Because I don't see any patrols at all. Oh shit, I have night vision and I didn't even realize it. That's cool. Now that I think about it, yeah, we'd never picked up night vision in the arsenal room, so you just always have night vision available. I do think a sprint would be ideal if you're going to have a game as open as this. Because just like briskly jogging is a little tedious. Even if you are going for old school games didn't have sprint. But if you're going to have huge open maps like this, I do think sprint is definitely ideal. Yeah, I'm thinking we go all the way up to the fence and start picking them out through the fence. I don't know if there's going to be like enemy armored vehicles at all. Are there going to be like helicopters and tanks in future missions? That could have like really cool potential. Yeah, I want to support the devs. I want to give as much criticism as I can, my thoughts, my criticisms, because I literally play just about every modern tactical shooter and old tactical shooter.
Secure the tower and search the buildings.
I play SWAT 4 on the rig, bro. Like, I love tactical shooters to death. Like, I absolutely adore tactical shooters, so I played everything under the sun. I played Rainbow Six 3. I played old school Ghost Recon. I used to play Sarge's Heroes back in the day on the N64. Counter-Strike. Rayzone, Tarkov, Hunt Showdown. You name it, I played it. And so I have a pretty good idea of what's good, what's immersive, and what makes sense. And some of these systems do clash a little bit. Like the reticle and the laser pointer, for instance, and being unable to get rid of the reticle. The ACOG being unzeroable. The inability to sprint. There's a few things that could be better. But the game just just did release, so any issues that I have with it are understandable. Oh shit. Who's shooting at me? How am I getting shot at? Bro. Bro. Is he cover firing? Bro, that's sick. I like that. Oh, he's pushing. A sniper, bro. I have an ACOG. Mid-range at best. I really like how they're smoking everything off and pushing my position. How many guys are there? They're like pre-firing the smoke. I really like that. That's a really cool thing. See, look at this, bro. This is... That's so bad. That's so bad, bro. Oh, they can climb shit too. That's cool. I don't like how the ACOG functions right now, though. That's like really dreadfully awful that I can't adjust the zeroing. Literally dog shit. I hate that. Like, any person in real life would just fix it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, because look, you press plus or minus to adjust the zeroing. But I can't do that. And so I can't adjust range on the fly, which is really awkward. And it does seem like I have Halo health. Which hopefully they would be able to implement like an actual proper healing system. Someone's over here. Seems like a tactical light might actually be a pretty... Oh shit, out of ammo. Yeah, it seems like a tactical light is actually pretty cool. It might actually be pretty nice to have.
The buildings are clear and the tower is secured. They will no longer be able to get a warning out. The nukes must be in the town to the east. Secure and search the town.
Oh man, I'm running out of ammo quickly. Actually, I did run out of ammo. That kind of sucks. I mean, that's fine. We can pick up their guns. It's just a shame we won't have a silencer. I'll have to remember to bring more ammo next time. I gotta say, though, hip firing does feel pretty good. I just wish I can get rid of the reticle and use a laser dot, because that would be a lot more immersive. Gotta make sure everything's clear. Yeah, so one of the things I would like to see implemented, I don't know how far down the line it doesn't really matter as long as it's in 1.0. One cool thing to see implemented would be like a actual health system. Maybe that's a little too complex for the vibe you're going for. But even just like a basic like HP system would be fine. You don't have to do like arm, leg, and torso and head like health systems. Just like a basic like classic time splitter style 100 0 HP system would be good. Could I think I could actually, now that I think about it. But we don't have enough ammo to be able to reliably use that in the field. Yeah, cool. I can switch over to ACOG. Alright, cool. Was there another mission here? Clear the fishing village. And then exfil. Protect the helicopter? Okay, so the fishing village is that way. I am going to have to mess around with the time of day, see how like visibility works. It doesn't look like there's any patrols. It seems like long range is going to be king in this game though, regardless. At the very least, until I can see how night works, if you're able to push up without them noticing, because they just like noticed me instantly. Even though I was like crouched and behind a rock, it was like almost damn near instant they know I was there. So I'm kind of curious if night will kind of assuage that. Oh, we'll keep on going this way. We'll have to see. Are there any patrol? Oh, there is a patrol. Nice. I didn't think there would be, but that's cool. Now it'd be interesting to see how far away they can... Oh shit, there's a lot of guys over there. What the hell? How far away is that? That's about 200 meters, but it's still a hard shot to make. Three guys, holy cow. I should wait for them to get a little bit closer though, so that way we don't alert them, right? Grass kind of makes it a little difficult to see them though. All right, I think we just go for it. So they did notice me, but... Oh, out of ammo. How far away can they shoot me from? That's what I really would like to know. Nice. That feels great, by the way. The sound design. Oh, they don't know where I am. Look at this. He knows where I am. That guy doesn't seem to know where I am. He's kind of like crawling around. That's really cool. So how long will it take for him to notice me? This should be interesting. Is he going to just start shooting at me? He's crawling in the grass. That's a really cool. Yeah, some of the stuff the AI does is really impressive. Like throwing smoke grenades and pushing, hiding in the grass and prone. Let's see how close he'll get before he starts opening fire. Does he know where I am already? Yeah, look, he's crawling to try not to be seen. Will he forget where I am? These are all important questions about how the AI functions. Okay, so now he's noticed me. That's cool. Oh shit, look, someone else is pushing me. And now I'm having a hard time finding him, not only because he's smoked, because he's probably prone too. Let's see if we can pick him out. Hold up, let me use binoculars. It'll be a lot easier to see him. So are they going to push the smoke? Because the other guys did push the smoke. Not as fast as I would have liked. Because if you throw a smoke grenade and the smoke is like fully... the smoke is fully utilized, you're going to want to push that as quickly as possible before you run out of time. And those guys took a little while to push me. I think it would be more interesting if you made the AI push a little bit faster. Because any trained soldier would know what the deal is and try to close the distance with a smoke grenade like that. At least in a situation where they know the general direction. And obviously, like, someone trained will be able to tell how far someone is based off of like the sound of the gun. So you would be able to change how they act depending on how far the bullet might come. I don't know how hard that would be to design, but if you could configure that in a specific way, like if someone's like 200 meters out, they would smoke it and push it. But if they're like 400 meters out, they would smoke it and try to find cover. That would be interesting. I don't know. I haven't played this game enough yet to know if that's how they do it, though. But someone did, in fact, throw a smoke grenade, and I can't find them now. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody, but they obviously threw a smoke grenade in this general area. Will they try to circle around? That would be crazy if you like circled all the way around to try to get around me. But yeah, I'm not seeing anybody. I don't know who threw that smoke grenade, but it definitely wasn't the 4 or 5 guys that I just killed. Yeah, if he's like crawling towards me right now, that would be insane. Like going full ghillie mode on me, that would be insane if your AI could do that. Actually, I think we start pushing up now. That smoke grenade kind of threw me off. I kind of wanted to take my time and scope everything out to make sure I wasn't going to get popped. So they can see pretty far. And I'm not sure if that has to do with it being daytime or just the AI having a lot better vision than you would expect in an old game like this. Yeah, I don't see anybody. Will these ever have anything in them? It doesn't look like it. That would be cool if you added like random, like if you get to the point where there's so many weapons and attachments in the game, it would be cool if you added like loot drops to the boxes. Like for instance, if you ran out of ammo, you would be able to maybe find a scope for the enemy's weapons. So you can upgrade your weapon just in case you run out of ammo or something, or you're trying to do like a challenge run. That could be cool. All right, the fishing village is very shortly up ahead, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's going to be in the next next node, compass node. Yeah, I think it would be cool if you can add like the zeroing function that you have for the other scopes for the ACOG, because as of right now I can't change it. I don't know if that's like a bug or like you intended it to be only functional in a specific range so you don't abuse it like that. I don't know. But I don't like it. It feels bad, especially if the enemy is like really close and you need to use your scope. Like it just feels really bad. There's a reason why they don't do that in like modern tactical games. Not only will some people not get it, but other people who are like in the know, who know how all that stuff functions, will kind of get annoyed with it. It'll become tedious. Like if you had a scope that couldn't be tuned up, yeah, that would get annoying. So definitely want to see that altered at least. Damn, there's a lot of guys out there. We're going to have to pick a good spot. Let's get on this knoll over here first and try to scope out the area and see what we can see, how many guys will be there. I also want to experiment with the drone and see if they can spot the drone and if they'll shoot the drone down. That would be interesting to see if they'll respond in any way, shape, or form. So how far can they see me from? How far is the village now? Okay, the village is in a good enough range where we can comfortably start taking guys out, I think. But first, let's send the drone in. I'm actually genuinely curious how this drone is going to function here. Alright, how far can we go without it losing power and connection? So will they notice it? That's one thing I'm really curious about, because in games like Ghost Recon Breakpoint, they'll notice the drone if you get too close to them. Holy shit, dude. There's a... Oh, look. They noticed the drone. Look at that. It's pretty hard to shoot a drone out of the sky, even if you are AI. What if they all start shooting at it? One of those bullets is bound to hit. This is funny. Dude, there's so many guys. Holy shit. I think they blew it up. You know, I will say, I was reading the comments on some of the videos. And one of the things that people are in fact correct on is that this game does need AI. Like, oh, they still can't hit it. Let's kind of bait them out, right? Yeah, let's bait them out. Let me put it behind this tree. Yeah, let's leave it there. No. Oh shit, they found me. They can see a little too far for guys without any scopes. I think that's a little too far for them to be able to know exactly where I am without scopes. Now, if they had like snipers or ACOGs or anything, but I've noticed that none of them have like ACOGs or anything on their scopes. So I think their vision cone could be adjusted a little bit. At the very least, have them take a little while to notice where you are. Yeah, see, they still know where I am. Are they shooting at the drone or me? Oh, this is actually a good opportunity to check the drone. Let me bring them over to the path. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh, it's hard to see. Can't see you. Right there. Where'd you go, you little bitch? Right there. Reload. Nice. Golly, bro, what a cluster shit. There's still guys over there too. So I totally get why you want to have them be able to see you from so far, because if you didn't, snipers would be OP. But in real life, snipers are OP. They're OP for a reason, but I think you could solve this problem by having them obviously be able to zero in on your location, but not that quickly. That's way too quick. Yeah, this vision cone is way too far. They're shooting at me from like, how far is that? 200 meters out? No one in their right mind would shoot 250 meters out without a scope on. Yeah, see, he's shooting at me. Golly, I gotta say, it feels really good to get that shot off though with the like the ballistics and stuff and like the sight throwing. It really does add a satisfaction to shots that is really satisfying and fun to use. I do find it interesting they use tracer rounds. Come on. Damn. Oh no, out of ammo. Another guy. I like the sound design of this game so far though. I think the sound design is really cool. It's really fun sniping in this game, though, I gotta be real. It's really satisfying to snipe in this game. Let's try to get in closer now. Yeah, it's a little awkward because they just know where you are. I think that needs to be adjusted. You should give enemies specific loadouts, and depending on their loadout, they should be able to see
must
you.
Be in this last village. Search the warehouses along the docks.
Yeah, depending on how far you are and what kind of loadout they have, that should be like the size of their vision cone. Because none of these guys have scopes, so it's just a little ridiculous if they can see me from so far. Yeah, look, he just knows where I am. I moved positions, and so now he just still knows where I am. That's a little awkward. I don't like that. Realistically, once you move positions at least 200 meters out, they're not going to be able to tell immediately where you're at. That's just unrealistic. Especially if you're in camo. Like, you see how hard it is for me to see them even like 100 meters out. Think about that, but double. So try to make that a little more realistic. I think that would be an ask. I think there's two things that make or break tactical shooters. The first one being how good the ragdolls are and how good the AI is. The shooting could be dog shit. The ballistics could be gaping asshole. Everything could be literally like dog shit. But if like the ragdolls are good and the AI is fun to fight against, it doesn't matter how bad or good your shooting is, it's still going to be enjoyable, at least a little bit. But good shooting does help, that's for damn sure. Someone's here. Aha! I actually think sniping is fun and satisfying, but I also think getting up close and personal with the hip firing is really satisfying as well.
Nukes. They must have already moved one back to the mainland. Team 1 is down. Send to the extraction point. We must secure these nukes.
No! Dude, that sucks. I was doing pretty good. Oh, what a shame. I've learned a lot that whole match, though. First things first, I think there's a few changes I would make to my loadout. Where's the armory? Yeah, there's a lot of things I would change about my loadout. Yeah, first things first, I think as cool as this is, we need a silencer, bro. Like, it's just unfeasible to be able to take on that many people by ourselves without a silencer. So the PSG-1 is obviously the choice. M24. Yeah, we could drop that. We don't need that anymore. Yeah, that's the way to go. So yeah, without a silencer, it's unfeasible for one single person to take out that many guys, especially with a sniper, because they zero in on your position almost instantly. And I'm kind of curious how the sniper stacks up with a silencer. If that helps with them being able to identify where you are. Do any of these other scopes work with the PSG-1? Oh, the night vision scope works with it. That's cool. So we could drop that, The flashlight is actually pretty cool. I think we keep that in our back pocket in case we need it. The ACOG is cool, but I would like to see like holographics and stuff like that. With the fact that the ACOG can't be adjusted, hip firing is fun and all, but I also think a lot of the fun is also getting many different sights. So I would like to see just about every possible attachment added to the game in some way, shape, or form. Adding like a basic iron sight, I think that would go a long way. Like hip firing is fun and all, but you cannot go wrong with iron sights, bro. I'm telling you. Dude, I love how quiet this shit is. That's ridiculous. There's not a single silencer out there except for like a 9mm. There's a Russian-made pistol that's like got a built-in suppressor, an integrated suppressor. It's that quiet. It's that quiet. It is, but it's also has like extremely small, like pretty much like a really small custom caliber, and it's almost like a 22. That's so funny. I love that. It's like super unrealistic for a rifle in this caliber to be that quiet. It's kind of funny. But I love it. How many bullets are in this gun? Don't tell me it's a 20-round mag, bro. That's crazy if true. Yeah, bro, that's a 20-round mag. Holy shit. All right, I gotta go. It's pretty late. I had a lot of fun with this game. I think this game, for what it is pretty dope. I actually think it's really cool. But I would also point the developers to resources like the modding communities of SWAT 4 and Rainbow Six 3. You can kind of see what they add to the games. This is a really good way for pretty much any game developer to find out what players want, is to go to a game in the same genre and see what kind of mods players and people are making for those games. Because people are going to make mods that they want to see mechanics specifically added to the game. And so for instance, with like SWAT 4, for instance, if we just go SWAT 4 Elite Force, let me pull it up real quick. So yeah, basically, where is it at? Where's the basic description? Oh, it's right here. So yeah, here's like a good idea of what players want in a tactical shooter. So obviously, over 40 pieces of new equipment. Obviously, anybody who loves tactical shooters would never complain and in fact be happy to have as much equipment as possible at their disposal. One of the biggest joys people get from playing tactical shooters is trying out different platforms in terms of like rifle platforms, different equipment, different handguns, different ways to tackle different situations, more realistic equipment, less lethal equipment, truly less lethal, non-lethal. All right. Tasers can kill the elderly and drug users. I didn't know that was actually in the game, and I played it for 100 hours. All mission campaign, like different campaigns, that's not really a big deal. Permadeath modes, you have that in the game already, which is cool. Iron sights. One of the big features of Elite Force, one of the biggest mods for SWAT 4 is adding iron sights. It's a huge mechanic that I believe every single tactical shooter should have. Obviously, overhauled AI. They made the AI better in this mod. Truly, like better. I love the AI in this mod. Obviously, you can have different door mechanics. I think a tactical shooter should have realistic type doors. It adds for a lot of different scenarios with different tactics. You can use doors to your utter advantage or have them be your complete downfall. Side objectives, multiplayer improvements, quality of life changes. And then if we go over to Rainbow 6.3 mod, we can look at the biggest rated Rainbow 6.3 mod. Where is it? I forget what it was called. Shit, I haven't played Rainbow 6.3 in a long time. What the hell is the name of the mod, bro? I don't remember. What was it called? Mod pack? The pack compiles. It's Elite Counter Terror, right? Yeah. It's Elite Counter Terror. Let me pull that up. This should be it. So I have a description of it right here. Oh man, there's no. Basically, what it does is it does exactly what SWAT 4 Elite Force does. It adds iron sights. It adds more weapons. It adds more AI, like more abilities for the AI. It adds more tools. It improves teammates. It's really something else. And so, if you want a good gauge on what players in the genre you want, see what kind of mods they're making for games within that same genre. And that'll give you an idea of exactly what's good to implement into your own game. It doesn't matter if it's fantasy, tactical shooters, or platformers. It doesnment matter. Look at what people are adding. If you go look at like Mario, what are the mods people are adding to like, I don't know, Soul Calibur, Street Fighter? It's mostly like character mods. And so you can garner from that, players are adding different costumes for characters within the game. So that means what they want is not new mechanics, but more customization option. And you can do that for any game. Just look up any game. Like for instance, like if I go to like Ghost Recon Breakpoint, one of the first mods that'll come up is a first person mod. And I played it. It's really good, by the way. You should totally go. If you like Breakpoint, go through that game again with the first person mod. It's good. But yeah, there's a few things about this game that I really liked. Like the AI smoking you out and pushing. The AI being able to give you suppressing fire. A lot of cool shit with that. But there was a lot of things that I found a little jarring. Like the aim down sights mechanic with the scopes is jarring. I don't know if I like it or dislike it. I'd have to play the game a little bit more. But so far, my general vibe is I'm actually not a big fan of it. I think it would have been better to just implement scopes properly. Personally, as someone who's played hundreds of, maybe even thousands of hours of tactical shooters, I'm leaning towards disliking the scope. So also, I think the inability to turn off the HUD without turning off the scope. That seems like maybe an oversight. Also, I think the attachments should be interchangeable for in-class weapons. I don't think that the attachments should be like weapon specific, because realistically in real life, attachments are interchangeable for the most part. You just need to have like the specific flash hiders for different platforms, and usually you'd be able to make it work. So I don't like weapon specific attachments. I think if you're going to have attachments, limiting them to one gun specifically is disappointing to the player. The player gets enjoyment out of being able to customize their weapon in many different ways, and when they have a gun they like, for instance, the M9 that I was using, it was disappointing that I couldn't use specific attachments on it. So that's definitely a drawback. The tutorial was good. I don't think it was bad, but I think the game could benefit from a sprint option, being able to expedite those long stretches where nothing's happening. But yeah, those are my initial impressions. Either way, I'm out. I'm playing Gray Zone tomorrow again. And also some more Tainted Grail. So have a good night, alright?